and welcome to the first episode of Girls on Main St U.S.A. We are so excited to be talking about this. We love talking about Disney. Annie and I talk at each other all the time about all the Disney updates, construction, everything that's going on, and because we are such huge Disney fans, we know that a lot of other people aren't as up to date as we are, and we wanted to share this info with all of you.
Yes, you can't see me, but I'm aggressively nodding along. We joked for a while that we should just start a podcast about us talking at each other about Disney things. And then we're like, well, maybe we could actually make it more useful. So that's why we're going to be talking about food, clothes, construction updates, other trip stories. So it's going to be a lot of what you guys want from us. Submit it, comment, email, all of the things. You can just let us know what you're looking for out of your Disney trips, how to plan for a Disney trip, small groups, big families, what kind of a budget to have, and how to enjoy all of your time at the parks. We love going. We both go a lot. I didn't start going until I married into my family, and then I became really a Disney crazed fan, but it's okay, because I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I've been going since I was a kid, so every time I tell Annie stories about what used to be at Disneyland, I feel bad because I'm like, well, you're never going to get to experience this. But because we're both from Utah, and since we have to travel there, we wanted to share our expertise with our fellow Utahns because Utah is such a huge demographic for Disney patrons.
Oh, yeah.
Just Disney in general. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a family-friendly entertainment company, and that's what a lot of Utahns are always looking for is family-friendly entertainment.
Yeah, for sure. And it's going to be so fun. Just to even ride along, we have lots of fun stories about, tips and tricks, little ride things. There's always something fun that you can go and check out so you can decide how fast-paced or slow-paced you want your trip to be and learn more about what works best for you and your family and your own unique situations.
But enough about what the podcast is going to be about because we're going to get into that a lot more as the weeks go on.
So true.
So, Utah, let's go to Disney. Okay, welcome back. Let's talk a little bit about ourselves so you guys can understand why we feel like we are experts in this field of Disney.
Yeah. Why don't you start?
Okay. So, like I said earlier, I've been going to the park since I was a baby. If we didn't go on any other trip during the year, my family always made sure we went to Disneyland. As long as I can remember, I love going. And I know that, I feel like as an adult, it's always one of those things where it's like, why do you still like Disney? And it's like, because it's fun. And it reminds me of my childhood. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, so Disney was my solace. It was the one place that I could guarantee that when I went, I was always going to have a good time. Nobody there was actively preying on my downfall. And I could eat a churro and a pickle and no one would say anything about it, But
get one with you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and as I've gotten older, I've started taking my husband on trips. I became a certified Disney travel agent so I can start making money on my expertise, one, and two, because I just know so much about the park. It feels wrong to hold on to this information for myself.
That's so true. So I first went to Disney when I was 5, and then the next time after that was 10 years later, and maybe even one time in between that. So it wasn't a big priority, but I remember that in the midst of just normal things that a kid may consider turmoil, it was something that just was so fun. And then I got to go back when I was a teenager, and we actually did a dance competition there. And we got to do some of the background learning from Disney's choreographers that worked on Teen Beach Movie and stuff.
No way.
Yeah.
I got to perform there once and I felt like a celebrity, but I still had to pay to be there.
Well, see, we did those things, we still had to pay to be there, but it was a discounted trip. But that workshop, I remember I was just okay, cool, I have fallen in love with Disney and I'm going to be Disney's college program. That was my junior year of high school, that was like what I had said verbatim to everyone who asked me, like, what's your plan for the future? Well, I'm just gonna go to Disney and do dance. Long story short, that's not what happened, but here I am. Disney's still a big part of my life. So my husband, he actually had a weightlifting competition when he was in high school that his family had gone out there for the first time. So he actually didn't go to the Disney park, until after we were married. He had only gone to California Adventure because the day his family went to the Disneyland park, he was weightlifting in this competition. And the next day he went to the park. But then after his mom had been there and done those things, she roped her sister into going, and they have been annual pass holders and such, but they go every year. So when we got married, we went to Disney World shortly after, and we've been nonstop ever since. So it's been like, okay, cool, like I have people who are crazy Disney fans too, and like it's so fun. And so it's just a joy to be able to bond over Disney things with people that are just as excited about it as you.
No, because Disney's such a unifying place, almost. Like, it's something that everybody, if they like it, they really like it, and you can actually relate to people, because it's not like they pick and choose what they like about it. Like, you like pretty much everything, and we all cry over Fantasmic. It's just something that happens, okay?
Yes.
It's such a great thing. And I mean, we met outside of Disney circumstances, of course. We served in the same mission for the church, and we've been best friends ever since. I think you were like one of the only missionaries I actually kept up with, like during the mission.
Aww.
Even though we were never companions.
Well,
for whatever reason.
For like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily count, but it bonded us enough.
The MTC it bonds you to people in a way that
it does.
Yeah, but anyways, we have a lot of plans for this podcast for the future. Like Annie said at the beginning, we are going to talk about construction updates, forecasts for the next month, whether that be crowd or weather.
Hate to break it to you, it's not Utah construction updates, everyone.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We can't tell you how to get to work. We can just tell you how to get to the airport and to Anaheim from LAX. That's about the expanse of our expertise. Yes. But we have a lot of plans for the future. We want to set up giveaways for all of you, whether it's gift cards or full-on trips. We want to be able to give back to the Utah community, and especially the families who are in desperate need of a vacation. Just those really good people that you live next to that are going through hard times. We want to be able to send them on Disney trips, and you all can help us with that. We have a donation page on our website that you all can help us donate these trips for these families. And we also want to start setting up like group trips or something, because one of my dreams is to go on a VIP tour in Disney.
Yes.
And the great thing about VIP tours is that they're a flat rate. Okay. So the more people you have on there, the smaller the individual price is. And so if we all can go, it would be so much fun to be able to have this experience, because not only are you getting these in-depth tours through all of the parks, but you're also getting like fast passes included with that, which is, not fast pass, Lightning Lane Plus, whatever it's called. I don't know. I should know.
Aren't you the pro?
Maybe I should know.
We're just backtracked on our lingo sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
normal. They've changed Genie Plus and everything so often in the last 3 years. Yeah. I will be an expert on it by the time we get to the forecast episode. I promise. But yeah, the reason we came up with the name Girls on Main Street, it kind of was a long road, I guess, to get there. Like, we had so many ideas.
We did.
It was one of those things where it's like we wanted to play on Utah in some way. Mm-hmm. So the first thing that I thought is I wanted to play on UEA weekend, which was really popular. But funnily enough, I found out that the UEA hasn't actually had a school break since 2018. They disbanded UEA.
Right when we went on our mission. So
Yeah.
that makes sense that we would be on the outside of that loop.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't even know that. So that, of course, was out of the question. And then we did Utah's Take Anaheim Hour. So
Yeah.
UTAH. But
And it felt like too big of a mouthful. And since we're both from super small towns in Utah, I was like, oh, like small town girls on Main. And then I was like, oh, wait, what about girls on Main Street? And we both are big Main Street fans. So that's how we ended up here.
yeah, Main St U.S.A. is probably my favorite place in the Disney park, which is saying a lot because there's a lot of fun stuff in the park. But let me tell you, put me in the Emporium and I could stand there all day.
I don't know. You have to go to Gibson Girls and get some ice cream
Oh
first,
my
and then
gosh,
you
yeah.
can go.
Yeah, Gibson Girls, then the
Yeah.
Emporium, and just give me a gift card and just don't talk to me. But but yeah, we are so excited to go on this podcast journey with you all.
Yes.
We want to be able to share our expertise, and we want to be able to be the ones that find all the information for your upcoming trips so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Even down to planning the trip itself. You can find links on our website to fill out free travel quotes so we can help you literally from the beginning. We can plan your hotel, how many days you're going to stay there, your whole budget, itinerary, like whatever you want.
Yeah, if you want to rent a car versus not renting a car, all of the things. We've done it all. We've Ubered. That will be at a Disney.
That is a Disney nightmare story.
But yeah, Ubering, rental cars, driving yourself, whatever the way of travel will be, will help you. And you'll be able to encounter what's going to work best for you in your unique situation.
Yeah. Well, I think sadly that is it for our first episode. We just wanted you all to get to know us and get to know the podcast a little bit more. You can find us pretty much on any social media site. It's either Girls on Main Street or Girls on Main Street USA. We have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We will have a YouTube by the next episode.
Yes. And our icon picture is the same as the podcast cover. So we'll hopefully be able to keep that universal as we continue to update and expand and hopefully make all of our dreams come true.
All of your dreams come true as well.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, you can find us everywhere. Visit our website. You can send us in requests for what you want to see on next episodes. If you want us to specifically target you, I guess, for like a budget review, we can do an in-depth everything all on camera for you so we can help you and we can help other people figure out your trips and figure out what to do, everything. We want to be able to give you the most magical vacation possible, and the way you can start that is by working with us so you don't have to do anything.
Precisely. Let us be your Disney wedding planner.
Yeah, exactly.
If you will.
But yeah, thanks for listening. We're so excited to get this out, and we will talk to you all next Friday. We're going to talk about the upcoming September forecast for the park.
And hopefully we'll get to see you in the parks.